Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And before I start this, first off, a thank you to the guy who requested this, Vonte. He sent in 3 requests. By this point, I should have 2 done, and the third one I'll try to get to as soon as I can. So, thank you for your patience. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, commentaries like this, tier list rankings, a random movie topic or movie news or a live stream or video game playthrough for just an hour or a full playthrough or whatever the case. PayPal is the best way to do it. Do have a CashApp as well. Links to both are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. Also apologize for any behavior I may exude because I have not gotten much sleep lately. But maybe that would make this even funnier because that means I'll have less filters on than even usual. But yeah, this fucking film. Let's get started because the quicker we get started, the quicker it's done. 3, 2, 1, press and play now. Now, where I'm watching, it says feature presentation. And then this fucking ball bearing because HBO Savoy Video. So for those who don't have that, went to black, and now you have these lines going by. They look like cocaine lines, maybe the same cocaine lines that the people who made this film did to make this fucking movie, and then a bunch of buffalo and Savoy pictures. Those buffalo don't exist anymore because people who saw this film said, you know what, I don't want anyone associated with this to keep going, so they eliminated all the buffalo. So thank you for making the buffalo fucking extinct. And you know what? I'm so stupid right now. I don't even know if they're fucking extinct or not. If they're not, then God bless them. If they are, it's this movie's fault. I told you. So yeah, I do remember this part. This is our lead character as a kid. The mom spanks him and he realizes he likes it because this whole movie deals with the BDSM, bondage, sadomasochism, dominatrix, dominating, you know, all that submissive, all that, those topics. And here's our main character, LA, California, and then the guy opposite there, psychologist, psychiatrist, whichever one he is, that's Hector Elizondo, who I remember from Leviathan from 1989 with Peter Weller, which is a favorite of mine. He was in Beverly Hills Cop 3. He was on the TV show Chicago Hope. I think he was in Pretty Woman. I don't quote me on that because I barely remember Pretty Woman. This lead guy, I don't remember his fucking name, and I don't care because I didn't give a shit about him or his character. But the other guy was, this guy, I don't think he's in it much. Sally, because Hector Elizondo is a good guy. I mean, good director. He's a good actor. He's a good guy. I don't know if he's directed anything, but the director of this film is Garry Marshall. I had to be careful because I was about to say Garry Shandling, but hey, I'm sorry, Garry Shandling. He's like, dude, I have nothing to do with this. I'm like, yeah, I know. But Garry Marshall. Now, let me just look up Garry Marshall real quick. I believe he dealt with the original Overboard with Kurt Russell, and he directed that. He also directed The Flamingo Kid with Matt Dillon. Yep, he did Beaches, my friend Uncle Bill's favorite movie. Yeah, Pretty Woman. Frankie and Johnny with Al Pacino, which I always forgot that existed. Runaway Bride, which reteamed Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. The Princess Diaries, and then like Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, Mother's Day. I knew him first as an actor because I remember him as a cop in Jumpin' Jack Flash, where he thinks Whoopi Goldberg's crazy, and he's like, how about I kick you a nut so hard that you lodge in your fucking nostrils? And Garry Shandling, he didn't like that. He was also in Hocus Pocus as the devil. And he acted in a few other films as well. But in my first experience with Garry Marshall was as an actor in Jumpin' Jack Flash, which I do like that film. Now, I believe I might have said this. Anne Rice. It's based on a novel that she did. I'm sure she was not happy with this film. Of course, around the same time, you had An Interview with a Vampire, which I'm sure she's much more happy with that, because that was definitely a bigger hit and more successful film. But I guess with the success of Pretty Woman, whenever you have a film that makes over $100 million at that time, and it's a big hit, your next film or couple films, you don't have a bit of carte blanche, or a bit more power, a bit more leeway, a bit more control. So it's like, sure, do a $25-30 million comedy that involves BDSM and going to some fucking island, and Rosie O'Donnell and Dan Aykroyd as undercover cops, and the marketing having Rosie O'Donnell in fucking leather and looking like a dominatrix, and one of the most disgusting fucking acts you can see visually, because I don't like Rosie O'Donnell. I think she's a pig. Dan Aykroyd, I mean, were you that desperate? Hope the paycheck was big enough for the clear. So the plot, from what I remember, I've only seen this film twice before. Once back to the day, because I try to watch whatever I could back to the day. And then I think I did a review. It was a request. This guy here, he has these BDSM thoughts. That's why he was at the psychologist, at Hector Elizondo, as he's the photographer. He takes a picture. This guy here with the beanie hat, that's a jewel thief, I believe. Does he take a picture of him here? Yep. So he took a picture. So that guy who took the stuff in, that's a jewel thief. That's Stuart Wilson. That's the actor who was one of the bad guys in Ninja Turtles 3. He was the main bad guy in Lethal Weapon 3 and the Ray Liotta film No Escape. Yeah, Anne Rice. Don't worry, Anne. An interview with a Vampire will come out, and you'll be fine after that. So yeah, this guy goes to this BDSM fantasy island. He took a picture of this jewel thief, and then these undercover cops, Dan Aykroyd and Rosie O'Donnell, have to go fucking find him and shit. I don't know why the hell they thought this was a good idea. Like they would give a shit. There's Stuart Wilson in the driver's seat. And it's like, I don't want to... Rosie O'Donnell and sex, I don't even want to think about in the same word, let alone BDSM. I'm not a fan of Rosie O'Donnell. Acting-wise, character-wise, voice-wise, look-wise. Like, if Miss Piggy was a fucking human being, it'd be fucking Rosie O'Donnell. And Miss Piggy has a more likable personality. That's saying something. Just not a Rosie O'Donnell fan. And like, then we gotta see her as a fucking stripper. Why the fuck would I want to see Rosie O'Donnell as a goddamn stripper, or in dominatrix outfits, and See, this right here, her trying to be a stripper. I just want to get the fuck out. My balls is going into my body. That's not supposed to happen. Your balls are not supposed to shrivel into your body. It's not a fucking belly button. Okay? And I'm sorry, Rosie O'Donnell, I just do not find attractive. Look wise, personality wise, voice wise, anything wise, everything wise. I just don't. And then this girl who we saw earlier, the one in the middle here, she's like a bunch of twigs put together, like a bunch of sticks, like one of the fucking Blair Witch Project sticks. She's sticks and stones, and there's more sticks than stones. Like you saw the build earlier when she's in the airport. Alan McBeal may be thicker than her. Her and Alan McBeal can have a flat off. How flat can their stomach be? How many ribs can we see from you? I'm guessing if she took her shirt off, that woman in the back there, not here in the other scene. Yeah, this woman here that's in the black. I bet if she took her shirt off, you can make a game of how many ribs can we see through her damn skin. And there's Dan Aykroyd. I'm like, dude, Dan Aykroyd, man. He's, you know, I guess maybe the idea, I don't know. I can't think of what Dan Aykroyd was doing the night. I mean, he had Nothing But Trouble, which I actually like that film. That's a weird, quirky film I do enjoy. But I'm trying to think of what, I mean, it'd be smaller parts like in Tommy Boy, where he would find in hit movies. So now we have Rosie O'Donnell with Tina Turner's hair, wig, whatever, and this red boa, like she's fucking, layer Hulk Hogan, running around half-assed naked, which is disgusting on its own. Dan Aykroyd looking like a fucking biker who got lost in the way to, I don't know whatever motorcycle convention there is, on his way to a future Wild Hogs movie. I just don't understand how you look at this idea and go, yeah, that'll make this. Because there'll be people who will see the sweet movie like Pretty Woman. They're not going to go for a movie if there's an iota of BDSM themes. Because they'll think that's too wild, too crazy, too harsh, too this and that, and they don't want to experience it. Then the people that do, they realize, oh, this is actually pretty tame and pretty, very, very tame. And it doesn't push the envelope, it doesn't push the limits. Teeny, sexy, there's none of that. There's no passion, there's no, whoa, they went that way? No, there's none of that at all. So then it just comes off as fucking boring. I think Roger Ebert, that was his thoughts. It's just boring. I think his review was like, wow, this is boring. Wow, I was trying to be very teeny and stuff, and it goes nowhere with it. Hey, you know what? Let me think of what groceries I should get. I should get some eggs, and I should get some, this and that. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm already yawning. The Raiders. I don't know why I'm laughing. Just, I don't know. But you think, the LA Raiders, you had Oakland Raiders, Damn, you did your own fucking boat. Did you from A to B to the ship? I mean, should you even worry about this guy going on this trip? Oh, he's got a picture of me. Well, couldn't you do a couple other jobs and get the money to get the fuck out and go to a place where they could not even bring you over to the U.S. anyway? You're in international waters, etc. I think back in the day I saw this, but I want to say it was on cable. Probably because you hear about the idea, and as a younger kid, you thinking, "Oh, taboo! There's gonna be some really sexy times here. There's gonna be a little Skinamax type of thing." That's what we call, the hot adult movies on Cinemax. We call them Skinamax. And pretty much, if you couldn't get porn, you would watch that to wank off. And so there may be some kids that take a look at this on cable, and then they would be very, very disappointed because there's none of that happening in this movie. So it's not sexy, it's not kinky, it's not crazy. Well, it's crazy in some way, but it's just, again, fucking boring is more like it. The Roosters feel the same way too. And is this really the right cast you want to go undercover to an S&M, bondage fucking island like this? Two, I mean, with no offense taken to Dan Aykroyd, but two overweight fat people who are not really considered sex symbols. Neither one. I guess maybe they felt that was the joke, but I guess someone forgot to tell everybody else because nobody laughed. Rosie O'Donnell, I know people go, why are you so mean to her? It's just, anytime you hear about her, she has this like fucking meltdown. Meltdown about politics, meltdown about all this and that. Honestly, though, my first inclination of disliking Rosie O'Donnell was back in the day when she had her talk show, which for some reason was successful for a while. And she had Tom Selleck on there. So she tries to start this fucking fight for no damn reason, because Tom Selleck, all you hear is he's a nice guy, he's easy going, he doesn't cause trouble. Nothing. So she starts off about, oh, well, you're into guns and this and that and blah blah blah, and he had to set her straight and go, well, I'm into this, pretty much trying to cause a fight, trying to make him look like a fool, trying to... Yeah, 1999. Passionate about gun control, confronted Sally about his pro-NRA views. He called her rhetoric simple-minded and an act of moral vanity. Actually trying to tear it. I mean, I don't know why, but... She brought up Tom Selleck's support for the National Rifle Association. He's brought on the show to discuss the love letter, but O'Donnell continued to ask him about NRA. Well, it was pretty raw. I mean, whatever. Later he says, I still like Rosie. I think she needs to take a deep breath and stop thinking everybody who disagrees with her is evil. Exactly. Stop thinking everybody who disagrees with her is evil. Thank you, Tom Selleck. Exactly. Just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean they're fucking evil. Wow. Don't we wish people could think that way? And then just, like Another Stakeout, that movie, she was fucking awful in that film. I could maybe handle her in a league of their own. But, I mean, other than that, goddamn, man. There's Hector Elizondo with Dan Aykroyd. And this film just comes off as fucking boring. %, Rotten Tomatoes. It lost a lot of money. It was on a lot of top 10 year-end worse. Jen and Maslin, New York Times, second worst film of the year. Rocky Mountain News, third worst film of the year. San Jose Mercury News, eighth worst film of the year. Sneak Previews, 10th worst film of the year. Rosie O'Donnell won a Razzie Award for Worst Supporting Actress. Dan Aykroyd was nominated for Worst Supporting Actor. 2 were nominated for Worst Screen Couple. Just a 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb. Dan Aykroyd, when interviewed on the American morning radio show Hillman, identified the film as the one he liked to forget making. Paul Mercurio is the lead guy. That's his name. Garry Marshall said in a Larry King interview, this is the one film he wishes he had never directed. Yeah, no shit. Dana Delany, who we'll see later, she's the kind of, I don't know if I want to call it the leader of this island, but she becomes kind of the head dominatrix who takes a liking to our lead character, and then they become an item. Dana Delany, she had won a few Emmys on that TV show China Beach, and she would later be in films like, well, around this time, Tombstone, among other stuff. She took the role because it was the first movie Garry Marshall made after Pretty Woman, and everyone told her she had to do it. Yeah, because, hey, this guy made this big hit film. Look how much Pretty Woman made. This is going to be another one. And then it wasn't. I mean, I never read the book, so I don't know what's added and what's not. Was the Dan Aykroyd and Rosie O'Donnell, those, was that shit even in the fucking book? Or was it added, I don't know, to, who knows why things get added and shit. But yeah, there's Dana Delany with her fucking golden tits. I mean, this looks like a fucking weird ass cult that, like Midsommar, someone's gonna be on a fucking rock and fall to their deaths, and then you have people bitching about their fucking essay paper instead. That person died. Who gives a shit? You stole my essay paper. Sorry. Again, sorry if you're watching. We're looking at the phone, trying to find info on this. Great. Looking at half-assed naked men. Well, I mean, at least I get to see titties from women. So it definitely dives into the whole submissive men, submissive women. Well, I guess dom women, submissive, whatever the fuck. All that shit. I appreciate all the titties. I mean, that's a plus. That's like the only plus so far in the movie. I'm looking for. I had the thing to clean my glasses. I don't know where the hell I put it. Oh, there it is. Damn chair squeaking. Even the chair don't want to fucking be here. Even the chair groans. Of course, you notice all the people who come out. They have like these wannabe fucking, well, not want, these bodybuilder physiques. What if they look like some schlub overweight guy? So she's definitely liking, I guess, his personality. I guess. The two women by the dawn are like, I guess not a shy guy. So if you a lead character who's just a very blasé, bland. Maybe it's not the actor's fault, but just. Yeah, not the actor's fault, but it's just. It's like whatever. Weird ass costumes to see like out of fucking Cleopatra. I don't know, the whole thing just makes you go, what the fuck is this, you know? Yes, Rosie, it's a dog. You see in the mirror every day, but yes, that's a dog that went out. Can you imagine someone doing this kind of comedy, but what would it be today that they would delve into? Um, oh, furries. What actors would you get if you did this today? And if like Rosie would, because I wanted to see Dan Aykroyd in a fucking gimp suit. Why was he so surprised? What did he expect that he looked like? I'm sure there's mirrors in the fucking room. There usually are. You just see what the mask looks like before you put it on and stuff. So why would he look so like, huh? I didn't know it would look like this. That'd like be like me putting on a fucking shirt going, whoa, there's red and green on here? Whoa, shit. Oh. But this is why I mean, I would like people to like just discuss what was the brain, what was the mind, what was the process of deciding, like Garry Marshall, and the actors. I just assume the actors went, well, this guy did Pretty Woman. Look how big of a hit that film was. Let me touch on that because you're hoping that it'll follow that trajectory. I guess, well, Pretty Woman is about this hooker that, you know, went through this journey, and Julia Roberts was a hooker, and this is, you know, another type of sex. I'm like, yeah, very different type, but anyway. God, there's just not much to the fucking film, man. It feels like it's going in slow motion. So this guy did his audition tape on roller skates. I guess we're given their psychologist tapes. I guess. Oh my fucking god. Rosie O'Donnell, shut the fuck up. No one cares what the fuck you think. I still don't know why the hell she had such a successful talk show. Just like, who gives a fuck what this gal wants to say? I certainly don't. Bash my head through the fucking wall, man. No, that's not someone breaking in. That's family members stopping by. Because they don't pick up stuff and leave anyway. I'm like, you go ahead, I'll be busy. Yeah, please don't bother me watching this piece of shit. But yeah, Stuart Wilson was very busy around this time. I mean, 92 Lethal Weapon 3, 93 Ninja Turtles 3, 94 this film. Around this time also No Escape with Ray Liotta. So he was pretty fucking busy playing bad guys. I can't believe I cannot stop yawning. Apologies. My God. Come on, Harry's cab is waiting. Freddy Krueger's car. It's not like Freddy, like red and green. It's like Freddy Krueger colors. Maybe that's the car he, at the end of Elm Street 1, he fucking turned into that car. That's what he's been doing ever since, secretly. Being a fucking cab driver. A Freddy named Harry. When Harry met Freddy. Can you imagine how much this fucking island thing would have cost to do and deal with, man? And do they even have this anymore? Or was this ever a thing? You go to an island and you have a bunch of fucking S&M bondage, like what are there fucking brochures? Is there like gift baskets? Are like like pictures you take, mementos to take home to show your fucking your kids? Full frontal Delany. Which from what I read, she didn't have much of an issue because she had done it before on. Did she see like a play or something? I'm like, which fucking play were you in that you're full frontal? But I mean, that's Dan Delany is very beautiful looking. That's you're a nice ass. A nice ass. I don't know if I want someone to sit on my back. Maybe sit on my dick, but I don't know about the back area. Especially the way my back is nowadays, but you sit on my dick. Make a compromise, please. I'll probably make an exception for her. Damn, this girl, I like, her white outfit. I like that. Nice looking white outfit. Who the fuck is this? Carrot Top's mom? Get the fuck going. After I'm in Dan Aykroyd, what more can I say? I mean, he was Ghostbusters, Spies Like Us, Trading Places. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, you have roles, Evolution, Tommy Boy. There's a lot of stuff throughout the years. Cameo and Casper. Caddyshack 2. A lot of stuff throughout the years. He was in this film that I don't mind with Gene Hackman called, oh god, how the fuck did I not remember the name? Loose Cannons. I actually liked that film. I mean, sometimes the Aykroyd's character was a little bit annoying at times, but other times I didn't mind. I mean, Gene Hackman was pretty funny in that. I mean, was Rosie O'Donnell ever a big star in with movies and TV? I mean, she was the voice of Tarzan's buddy in Tarzan, the Disney film. A League of Their Own she was in. The Flintstones, I guess. So she was a number of films in this time, but... And then again, this fucking talk show. So the running gag is this guy wants to serve her, and I think the thing is like okay, paint my house. Whereas the thing at the end, he does paint her house. I mean, Dan Aykroyd, I mean, he's a talented guy, and he could not save this film. I don't give a fuck who you put into this role. Could not save this film. It's just flat out boring. That's really his biggest sin. But just again, the concept makes it seem it's going to be much more wild and crazy and garish and in a way like crazy like Showgirls became really crazy, and that film was a flop at the time, and I don't think it's a good movie. But I would say Showgirls is better than this because Showgirls did go for it, and now it's like kind of a cult film because the camp factor and people think of the crazy dialogue and acting performances and again the garishness of the productions. Again, I don't think it's a good film, but there are people that kind of enjoy it in a certain way. Again, there's a cult following. That's not the case for this fucking movie. I don't even think this film. I don't even know if this film has a DVD release. Not that it needs it, but well, I guess maybe. Like the version I'm watching now, I don't even know if this is from fucking DVD release. I definitely don't think it's on Blu-ray. When a girl thinks she's funny and she's fucking not. Idiot Rosie O'Donnell. Again, if Miss Piggy was in the flesh. Although maybe that's an insult to Miss Piggy. Sorry, Miss Patty. It's funny, I could not sleep, and as soon as I put this on, now I'm getting that itch to fucking sleep. I fucking figures. Oh my god. I surrender. I'll tell you the fucking where the Death Star plans are at. They're in your ass, Darth Vader. In your burnt charcoal ass. Rosie O'Donnell. She looks even more like a fucking witch nowadays. Nowadays she's living in Ireland. Good. Stay there. Don't fucking need you back here. Yeah, the Rosie O'Donnell show was from 1996 to 2002, which I'm surprised because it felt like it was a lot fucking longer. So, Hector Elizondo got some secrets of his own. But it also seemed like in this time period they really wanted to test the waters of sexuality and what they could get away with in a mainstream format. I think especially after films like Basic Instinct and other stuff were hits. Because Basic Instinct, what was a big thing that was talked about? The scene when Sharon Stone crosses her legs and you just see her vajayjay. Which honestly with Sharon Stone wasn't that impressive. But then you saw like erotic thrillers and yeah, okay, Color of Night with Bruce Willis, and other people wanting their own like erotic thriller and if I sleep for the next hour, would that count? Would that count? I mean, see, this is one of those movies that's just not much to fucking talk about. God damn it. Fuck you fruity drinks. I'm pouring down your gullet with my dick. What is this fucking woman's problem? Always asking Rosie questions. Blah 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 blah. Do I have something in my teeth? I don't give a fuck what's in your teeth. Get a fucking mirror. So all the ifs, ands, and buts of trying to be a dom. Dom da dom dom dom. I mean, there are people in wild, crazy shit. I mean, there are people who want to shit on each other. There are people who want to piss on each other. There are people who want to wear fucking diapers. There's people that want to fucking... do all sorts of other shit. I'm 52 minutes in. It feels like nothing has fucking happened. We got an hour left. Like, why in the fuck did this have to be almost 2 fucking hours long? Why? Comedies in general, you don't really want to be 2 goddamn hours. But no, Garry Marshall. Oh, no, that'd be 2 hours because we need to know more about the BDSM funk adapters. But like, what all has fucking happened? A guy took a picture, went to an island, and this fucking dom girl likes him. Dan and Rosie went down and undercover. Dan's a handyman. Rosie's a fucking whatever. Fucking pig. I like a lot of the good looking women. Obviously, the only one that didn't look good was Rosie. Well, it's funny. It's funny because she knocked on the door because people were having sex in the other room, and she knocked on the door and say, "Stop it!" As in, what the fuck else did you think was going to happen here, Rosie? Supposed to be looking for fucking jewel thieves. Stop reading your stupid fucking book. Do your job. How about them apples? The fucking weird, you know. It's so strange this guy has like this wild fucking patch of hair on his chest. Like red peach fuzz. It just seemed like any other person would have told, hey, shave that shit off. Maybe it's supposed to make him distinctive from the other people, but it just... I'm more like looking at that perplexed than pay attention to the fucking scene. Because it has like a life of its own. So now he's helping her shave her legs. Great. Yeah, so yeah, he just shaved her legs, that is, and cleaned her up in the tub, and now combing her hair. So she's tying him up. He's bare ass naked. I don't know if I want to be tied up if I was this guy. And I'm looking over here, just I don't need to see his male ass, okay? I don't. It's just not my preference, guys. And gals. It's not my preference. Female, that's one thing. Seeing Dana Delany's ass, that was nice. This guy's ass, Paul Mercurio, no, I don't need to see it. But yeah, fuck, what was I going to say? The whole being tied up thing. You think, okay, imagine you tied up. What if she, decided to just steal your fucking wallet? By the time you try to get out, she probably get away from out of the state. Maybe even take your plane and get out of the fucking country by the time you get out of the shit. Or, I mean, people change their identities and all that stuff with the internet and... Oh yeah, a bit of blindfold action. Might as well just put a fucking gag in him too. Might as well. Why not? Why not? And shove this bottle up that ass. Then make him drink from the bottle. Like this bit here, okay, if we're supposed to be... I have no reason to give a shit about the characters. The sexuality of it all, I mean... It's a guy now being fondled by a fucking hairbrush on his chest. And I don't know, just... It wants to like assume it has this big, crazy, wild, sexy feel to it. It really doesn't. It's a lot more tame than I think people would think about. And sorry, my eyes. Like, I'm literally like trying to stay the fuck awake. I think I will have to take a fucking nap after this. I'm not even exaggerating. Jesus Christ. I don't know, again, for some reason I just cannot get a fucking good night's sleep. I don't know what it is. He definitely has some issues. God damn it. I tried to... God damn it, where the hell did the thing go? There it is. Son of a bitch. Yeah, he definitely has some issues. Stop being a pussy. That's their issue. Stop being a pussy. Yeah, I'll be in the bed with you, Dan Delany. Is that Harley Davidson? Yeah, we know she's a tough cop. Even though she's female, she's got Harley Davidson on her shirt. Yeah, she's Butch, alright. Fucking Butch Cassidy. Dude, like, why do you have to pick this lady if you want to be submissive to someone? Think of all the hot women we have seen throughout the fucking movie and the fucking island. All the hot women. And the one gal he picks is Rosie old fucking fat fuck Donald. Why? And here's Dan Aykroyd wondering about his life choices. And why the fuck am I in this fucking movie? I was in Ghostbusters, damn it. Like, I was in fucking Ghostbusters. I was in all this other fucking movies, man. Like, let's look at Dan Aykroyd filmography, man. He was on Saturday Night Live. He was in... You got the Blues Brothers, you got Trading Places, you got Ghostbusters, you got Spies Like Us, you got Dragnet, you got The Great Outdoors, you got Driving Miss Daisy, which some people may even forget he was in Driving Miss Daisy, but he was. He certainly was. Of course, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Loose Cannons I liked. Nothing But Trouble I actually do like. He was in Chaplin. He was in Sneakers. Sneakers is a pretty good film. Sneakers, Robert Redford was in that. Which I did. Ben Kingsley, River Phoenix, Sidney Poitier. You know, someone was asking me my favorite Robert Redford film. It's still All the President's Men, because then he sadly recently passed away. Sneakers would be up though. I do like the film Sneakers. He was in Coneheads. He was in Tommy Boy. He was in Grosse Point Blank later. Evolution. I forgot he was in Pearl Harbor. 50 First Dates. Christmas with the Cranks. I now pronounce it Chuck and Larry. I forgot about Yogi Bear being a movie. Yeah, I actually thought he did a good job as Yogi Bear for what was given. Then he was in the last, couple Ghostbusters films. But God, around this time, man, he was in North. He was in My Girl 2. And he was in a cameo in Canadian Bacon. God, do you remember Austin O'Brien? That's the guy who they thought was going to be famous for 15 minutes. and he was probably famous for 5 minutes. Just what he was in Last Action Hero, he was in My Girl 2, he was in this full moon family film called Prehysteria, where the dinosaurs were this big. He was in Lawnmower Man 2. And I mean, to be fair, I didn't hate Austin O'Brien, to be fair. I didn't mind him in Last Action Hero. And Lawnmower Man 2, nobody was good in that movie. And My Girl 2, to be honest, I haven't seen. I don't really dare. If I did see it, I didn't remember a fucking thing about it. And Prehysteria, that's actually a film I'll have to go back to revisit one day. Because, yeah, I haven't seen it in forever. Yes, all S&M clubs should have fucking volleyball, I guess. Because why not? You know, it makes you wonder how much fucking money does it cost to be in one of these fucking things, man? Maybe I have to go. Just seems like everyone's getting laid. And then, like, I think about most of the men and women are, like, you know, the hot kind. Like, the men, I saw, like, other than Dan Aykroyd, I saw, like, one other that's, like, a normal. Like, regular. And then for the women, there's, like, I don't know, Carrot Top's mom, the woman that talked to Rosie a few times, and Rosie herself. Because mostly they don't have the attractive ladies and the guys who are a bit more buffed. They make it appealing for the audience. Not that it mattered, because no one went to see the fucking movie, and the few who did see it, they didn't give a shit about it, so how that worked out for you. I apologize. I'm fucking fighting to stay awake. I really am. Well, anything fucking happens. Fucking movie. Holy shit. We're an hour and 8 minutes in. We got 45 fucking minutes to go. A bunch of little excursions between this guy and his dominatrix, which there's not a lot of depth to that, as much as the movie thinks. Dan Aykroyd barely has shit to do. Rosie O'Donnell is unfunny. Put the lotion on his skin, or you get the hose again. He's got like a lotion bottle in his hand. Don't show that up your ass, dude. Because that ain't gonna fit. Then you can't quit. Because you're too legit. Yeah, I sincerely have to go fucking to bed after this. Or take a nap, I should say, after this. I definitely do. God damn. Yeah, sorry, just not much to say. Just dialogue. Don't give a shit. Oh, great! Our roller skating competition on a S&M fucking island. Because all S&M islands have your special roller skating events. It'd be like fucking Rad or what was that one Josh Brolin was in? Fuck, I can't remember. Thrashing, which both are better than this movie. Fuck, Prayer of the Roller Boys I put above this fucking movie with Corey Haim. Put that fucking film above this. I don't get how people ride horses when they're like scantily clad. You would think like all that bucking and throwing about and would just hurt your fucking inner workings of your goddamn thighs and shit. I mean, I guess with the ladies, you don't have to worry about a fucking dick being in the way and balls bouncing on the fucking horse, make him abused. But it's like, wait a minute, I thought this was the Dom's fucking submissive. Why is he matching out with this fucking lady? Don't these other girls know better? Bunch of fucking half-ass naked people and it's not even that fucking exciting. That's when you know you fucked up. With some of the costumes, just makes it look fucking ridiculous. And now in the, more like, you're ridiculous. I'm fucking blind. Rosie O'Donnell was in a goddamn dominatrix outfit. I'm fucking blind. I swear I'm gonna put my eyeballs up my ass to find a clue and find what I ate for dinner last week. I don't need to see her in a damn fucking outfit. Jesus Christ on tractors and shit. What the fuck is up with this? Oh yeah, it's Twigs. What the fuck her name is. I call it Twigs. I don't know why she has a bit of a Grace Jones thing. I don't know. A hell of an outfit, I'll say that. I'll stick with her in away from as long as we're away from Rosie O'Donnell and fucking Dom leather outfit, which is the stuff of nightmares. That's why my eyes are just trying to. Oh my fucking god! There she is again. Get the fuck off my screen! God damn it! I don't want to see Rosie O'Donnell fucking dominate. No one in America did. Not even herself. If she was ever married, it was fucking under other inclinations. I doubt he even it wanted to fucking see this fucking bitch in goddamn outfits like this, man. I feel like it. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna have a heart attack or some shit, man. I'm keeping my fucking glasses off so I don't have to fucking see Rosie O'Donnell in this fucking outfit. And it's like, why? Did they really think this was make people laugh? Look, the fat bitch is in a goddamn. Is that what it is? Oh my god. The guy back again wanting to be Rosie O'Donnell's servant. And she still got the fucking outfit on. My eyes are under protest. They're not opening them until she's no longer in that outfit. Oh my gosh. They're under protest. They're under protest right now. They have the fucking signs. Hell no. Rosie may go. Hell no. Rosie should go. She sure as fuck should go. Oh, the poor dominatrix was in love with the guy, but he didn't fucking tell him anything, because this whole point was that it's supposed to be this act and pleasure and fantasy of this guy, guy submitting to you, and how about you actually go up and have a fucking conversation going, hey, I like you a lot more in this, or I like you in that, let me hear your opinion, instead of assuming shit. I just say fair, you did see her, but at the same time, as if she, hey, I'm really happy for you. Oh wow, that's really nice of you. Okay, cool. Or he's like, well, she doesn't think of me that way because the whole point was to people playing, having fun, doing whatever. Shave your fucking chest hair, dude. Goddamn, shave the shit. It's like someone smeared their fucking butt crack on your chest. Someone just took their butt crack and went right in the middle, like that. I'll be back. Alright, I was 1 hour, 19 minutes, 35 seconds, unpause. Now, that was family and Thanksgiving, because funny enough, this will be uploaded afterward, but I just to show when I'm recording this. I am recording this the day before Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving. Here's some roasted dick and all the other S&M stuff and trappings and stuff for Exit to Eden. So, yeah, what movies to watch for Thanksgiving or the day before? Exit to Eden. Well, I guess, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of stuff I would eat on in this movie. A lot of thighs and sound like Army Hammer. There's a lot of good-looking women eat right between the thighs. Dana Delany's very beautiful. Some of the other ladies are very beautiful. Just as long as not Rosie O'Donnell. But yeah, they pretty much just knocked on the door and they had some preparations of food, and because they cook a lot, even preemptively for Thanksgiving, they already know they don't have too much. So I was like, okay, I'll take it and have some for tomorrow. Oh god, now here we go back to fucking Rosie O'Donnell and the fucking S&M deer, which means my eyesight is now going to be burned more and scarred more. So I take the glasses off so I don't have to fucking see it. This is the one time I could thank God that my eyes are fuzzy naturally, because I just do that and not have to see it too clearly. Okay, now I can put it back on. "31 minutes left of this fucking movie? Are you kidding me, dude?" You know, it's my third time now watching this. I keep forgetting how little Dan Aykroyd is in this movie. Maybe for the better. But yeah, Dan Aykroyd, when they get to the island, Dan Aykroyd, like, doesn't do shit. Like, when was the last time we even saw Dan Aykroyd? It feels like it's been forever. Maybe deep down he knew. He's like, I took the paycheck, and hey, this guy just made Pretty Woman, and that was a big hit. Or did it as a favor, whatever, and maybe found a way to worm his way out. I mean, it's definitely a lot more Rosie O'Donnell. And that's another thing. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell and Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd, a guy who has proven himself with the Blues Brothers and Ghostbusters films and other films of that nature. Now let's give more screen time to Rosie fucking O'Donnell and a goddamn S&M deer. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, choke her out. Choke Rosie O'Donnell out. Oh, there's Dan Aykroyd. Of course, the thought was like, why don't you just punch her and knock her out? But to be fair, they need to ask questions and get answers, so they can't do that. I mean, a punch to the gut could help that. A punch to the gut won't knock him out, but may, you know. Oh, now they punch him out. Man, look at these old ass phones. You got the cord one here. Even the guy's cellular phone, look how fucking big it is. Damn antenna like this big. Like you look at that phone and then you see, this. What a world of difference. Well, fuck, I mean, I guess 94, 2004, 14, 24. Wow. Over 30 years old. This is over 30 years old. That's crazy. Fucking crazy. Up, you got your Pepsi. Get your Pepsi in the back there. I don't know what the original novel story was. I mean, you could have the story just be about a guy having to deal with his insecurities of enjoying this or that kink and feeling shame, and that's not normal, and that's not the right way to do relationships, and then goes to an island and learns to accept it and falls in love with someone there, and the trials and tribulations of this new frontier, which results in someone's reawakening as someone's out there working on their fucking car and stuff. Or maybe they know maybe they think we're going to ask them to come in and watch us, and they don't try to get the car ready to run themselves over so they don't have to watch the fucking movie. Which I don't blame them, because I want to run myself over in under their fucking car, so I would stop having to watch this fucking movie. I walk outside, lie down on the ground, and go, run me over. Are you sure? Yes. Why? Because I just saw multiple scenes of Rosie O'Donnell in S&M fucking gear. It's like watching, I don't know, Ellen DeGeneres in a fucking scat porn. Is that something you want to see? But will be conversation fuel. But still, I don't need to see it. Why the fuck would anyone want butter on their nipple? I have no idea the appeal. You put a big fucking stick of butter on a tit, and then what the fuck is he doing? Now he's putting the salt pepper on the fucking nipples, on the breast. But it's fucking butter. Like, you put like a shitload of butter. Now he's gonna lick it off. Yeah, but you're licking butter, dude. I get that there's a nipple attached. It's still fucking butter, dude. Fucking butter. Why the fuck do we want to be licking butter off the shit? Like whipped cream, maybe I can understand whipped cream. Or ice cream. Or, people you do ice cubes are okay, I guess. But butter? Like butter, okay with bread, with toast, whatever. But just fucking, I don't know. Yes, dude, she has to have this thing called work. I know, it's weird. By the way, there's the phone's lighting up. Well, not anymore. I swear that phone was lighting up before. Not now. Pretty Woman, from what little I remember, what made it work was that people bought into the chemistry and the flair of Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. That they seemed charming towards each other. And like Dana Delany, it feels like it takes forever for her to get into the actual film. It feels like 30 minutes or so. The lead guy is boring as shit. What else has this guy done? This fucking guy. Paul, what the fuck was his name? Paul Mercurio. I was going to say DiMaggio. But Paul Mercurio, who the fuck? He was in the 1992 film Strictly Ballroom, and he was a judge on Dancing with the Stars. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. He worked as a choreographer on 5 films, including I, Robot. What the hell would have been an I, Robot for him to choreograph? Strictly Ballroom, I didn't see. He was in a film, a miniseries called Joseph, which was a religious miniseries. I guess was on TNT in 1995. Red Ribbon Blues. RuPaul was in it. Oh, Welcome to Whoop Whoop. That's right. But he didn't star in that. So I did see Welcome to Whoop Whoop. That was, I think, Bot Zombie. Bot Zombie requested that. That review is up. Wasn't really a big fan of the film. But he wasn't one of the stars of the film. I don't remember who he was in it. He was in a film called Dark Planet, which never saw. The prequel, the first 9.5 weeks. Which I didn't even know this was a thing. Because I saw 9.5 weeks and I saw another 9.5 weeks. There's a third movie. The first I have. Wow. Okay. Didn't know there's a fucking prequel. Movement consultant on iRobot. Okay. Guess that's a thing. Yeah, so so he like continued to work, but if you ask random person who the fuck Paul Mercurio is, they won't know who the fuck. So Iman, the lady who I called, the stack of twigs, she was a model, Somali American model. She was married to David Bowie from 1992 to his death in 2016. She did a lot of TV work. Oh, she was in House Party 2. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now I know. Now, no wonder she seemed familiar to me. She was in Star Trek 6. She was the alien, right? Who could shapeshift? When Kirk and McCoy are on the prison down on the planet. They're in prison and yeah, shape-shifting alien on the prison planet leads Kirk and McCoy into a trap. So, okay. No wonder she seems so damn familiar. Man, I haven't seen Star Trek 6 in the longest time, man. And I remember liking that film. I mean, I liked the first two Star Trek movies. Which is funny because I watched them a lot when I was a kid, and now like I haven't seen them in forever. But man, those I definitely like to rewatch those someday. Star Trek films, but yeah, Star Trek 6, Iman. But I mean, also she's under makeup and stuff, so trying to exactly tell that was her. But now, like now, I get it. Wow, you pussy! He's throwing you around like nothing, you jackass. Stop being a wimp. Damn, she went out the fucking window. God damn. Right out the fucking window. Holy shit. Damn, dude, he's tossing you around like a rag doll. You got your you got your ass kicked. No wonder you're submissive. You can't fight for shit and you can't do shit. And no wonder he's a goddamn submissive. He's a pussy. At least thankfully we're getting to the end of this. Still 15 fucking minutes left, dude. But this is a project, a plot I don't think could ever work. I mean, you'd really have to either go full tilt booty with the tintiness and the sexiness and pull in that crowd that get tantalized and intrigued by that world, or you have to really have a sharp wit to critique or parody or do whatever the hell that you want to do with it. But it has a very blasé love story with two people that don't really have much chemistry. And I wouldn't even blame Dana Delany. I would blame the other guy. Because Dana Delany is a good actress. Again, Emmy Award winning for China Beach, I think twice. I blame the other guy. The other guy isn't much of an actor. And he didn't really go on to be much of a big actor anyway. And Dan Seeley is more known for choreograph and dancing, which he barely did in this fucking movie. And for a comedy, it has a big lack of laughs, a big laugh of chuckles. And again, for a sex movie, the sex scenes, you can see more on a fucking episode of Red Shoe Diaries or any random Skinamax movie. So, who are you really satisfying? The people that want to see Pretty Woman, they're thinking there's going to be a lot more raucous than it is, and then the people that want to see Basic Instinct or something, it's like they're not getting that either. So You satisfy nobody. You satisfy nobody. It makes me wonder there's more stuff cut out that featured Dan Aykroyd. Like a lot more of him being intrigued by the whole setup and being kind of influenced and getting into that lifestyle. It just, again, if seem it makes you wonder if a lot more stuff was cut out that featured a lot more of that. I mean, I think with any film, they shoot a lot more footage and then they cut it down. I mean, this movie's already an hour and 50 some minutes. So I would bet there was stuff that was cut out. What? I don't know, and I guess technically I don't care. So, I mean, again, you have a film that, I mean, let's go through all the basics. Comedy, very lacking. Rosie O'Donnell is not leading woman material. Chemistry-wise, there's a lack thereof. Action-wise, really none. Scintillating, you don't really feel the heat, the chemistry. And the movie isn't as TNT as people, I'm sure, thought it was going to be. Kind of plays it with kid gloves. There's not really any sharp satire that I could notice. So then what the fuck do you have? And it's sad that Dan Aykroyd kind of got the short shrift in the script because it's definitely not equal screen time. I mean, it's definitely much, much more Rosie O'Donnell than Dan Aykroyd. I mean, Dan barely did shit on the fucking island. He saw him once in a while as a handyman. Talked into like a, I don't know, a tape recorder at one point. It's pretty much it. And then shooting and saving Rosie O'Donnell at the end. There you go. So, I whoop-de-fucking-do. And yeah, it sees how the as you know, is the fucking heat in this damn weather of Texas fogging up my glasses, so I just gotta keep fucking cleaning them all the goddamn time. But at least I just, it keeps my mind busy so I don't fucking fall asleep watching this fucking movie. I hope I never fucking see it again. The only way I would ever see this fucking movie again is if I had someone here to suffer with, like my friend Fabio or Effrey or someone else. See what the fuck they're like. Have watch them suffer with me. I'm laughing just to fucking watch them suffer. But, yeah. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about your love story. Can you just fucking end the goddamn movie already, please? Do you just end the fucking movie, please? Just end your fucking movie. I don't care to remind you. I don't fucking care. Just end your fucking movie already. I don't give a shit. Oh my god, man. Just end it. Fuck. I do not fucking care. Nobody did. That's why no one went to see your movie. That's why no one likes your movie. That's why no one responds favorably to your movie. That's why it's rated low everywhere you go and see. So this guy was one kind of mindset in the island, but then now he's ready to leave. Now it's back to normal, or normaler. Hope you got paid a lot of money, dude, to kiss her. Because, take a lot for me to kiss a fucking humpback whale. I can't help it. I do not like Rosie O'Donnell at all. I never did. Ever since she did that bullshit with Tom Selleck, and again, a lot of the acting jobs, a lot of the other stuff, it just not been my favorite person. Again, another Stakeout. Stakeout was a good movie. The sequel, not so much. But that film gets a Blu-ray, not the original, which is more of a classic, but the fucking bullshit sequel with Rosie O'Donnell, that gets a fucking Blu-ray. Of course it does. Of course it does. Nice looking place from the aerial view. It is a nice looking place. Isolated. Nice water. And there you go, the movie's over. Thank fucking God. I should just watch the credits to write down every person who I'm going to cuss out if I ever see him in real life. Nah, not really. So, yeah, Dana Delany. Did they spell her last name wrong? I don't know. I thought she was spelled Ley. Maybe not. But she did what she could, but she couldn't say it. Very sexy, beautiful lady. Showed her body. And sadly, that didn't help with the movie. It's not your fault, Dana Delany. Crappy script. Crappy story. Again, if you ever read the book, you let me know. Was the book worth the fuck to make into a movie? Dr. Joyce Brothers. She was a thing that got, people would get referenced a lot. She was on the TV in this movie. She was in an episode of the TV show Elf. I remember first seeing her on that. Also, National No Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. She was in that as well. Someone punched her titty and she took the chicken shit way out. She had a scene with Sam Jackson, Loaded Weapon 1. So I definitely know or have heard of Dr. Joyce Brothers. But Garry Marshall. Hey, we all have our good days and bad days, and this was a very fucking bad day. I'm sorry I don't have a lot more insight to the film throughout it. It's just... But maybe that's the point. Maybe that was the point Vonte had. It's just, Matt, don't worry about it. I just wanted you to make fun of the movie. Which, I mean, I'm happy to do. If people want to request more bad movies, I'll talk shit about them, and that's fine with me. That's actually kind of more fun, talking shit about a bad movie, because with a good movie, it's like I want to give respect to it, and I want to try to think of nice things about it. I don't want to make fun of it. With a bad movie, I'll just talk shit about it the whole way because I don't respect it. Because it didn't respect me in my time, so I ain't gonna respect it for shit. It's a stupid fucking movie, stupid fucking story, stupid fucking idea. And it bombed for good reason. And think about 1994. Think of all the films that came out. The Lion King, True Lies, Speed... And then the fucking film like this. Return to innocence. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Return to innocence. I actually don't mind that song. Just, not, don't put it in this movie. Gilligan's Island. I'm sure they were happy to be part of this movie. What if the composer of Gilligan's Island was alive during this time? And just go, hey, my music is... What the fuck is using this movie? Fuck that shit. So yeah, probably one of the reasons why Savoy Pictures, we don't really... they haven't been around for a while. Because they release bullshit like this. Well, there you go. Savoy Pictures. We hardly knew ye. Extinct as the fucking buffalo. Again, those white lines, probably the cocaine lines that people fucking did before making this fucking movie. Well, I'm done. Even went through the credits. Or the credits. Not the critics, but... Fuck this movie. Stick up its ass. And go fuck itself. Later.